Hi, I'm standing here in the Liberty Gallery of the Charlotte Museum of History, and I am excited to tell you about one of the objects in our collection that relates to Charlotte's Revolutionary history. So I am standing here with a long rifle and 2 pistols. These particular artifacts, we believe, were owned by John McNitt Alexander. Now, John McNitt Alexander is Hezekiah's brother. And John McNitt Alexander, like Hezekiah Alexander, was a patriot during the American Revolution. He was a member of the Committees of Safety, and he also was a signer of the legendary mech deck. Now, this particular long rifle right here is absolutely stunning, and it is an art piece as much as it is an object telling the story of the American Revolution. It has a tiger stripe to the wood along the barrel. It also has intricate carvings along the barrel here. And if you look at the metal work here, as well as on the patch box, that's this part right here at the bottom, you'll notice that there are carvings here inside of this patch box. Now, this particular one has carvings that are available on one side and on the other. Some that are a little bit less ornate will not have any carvings on here, just the basic metal. And ones that were probably made in Mecklenburg are going to have a design on one side here and a mirror design on the other. This particular one does not have that mirror design, which means we know this was probably not made here in Mecklenburg County. And in fact, we think that this rifle here was probably made by John Grafe. He was a rifle maker in Pennsylvania. Now, I know we're in Mecklenburg County, but Mecklenburg and Pennsylvania have this connection throughout the American Revolution, and especially throughout the lead up to the American Revolution. John McNitt Alexander and Hezekiah Alexander are both actually from Cecil County, Maryland. Now, Cecil County is basically right in that section where you have access to Delaware, you have access to Maryland, into Pennsylvania, as well as New Jersey. So what we have down here in Mecklenburg County is a lot of people that feel a connection to where they came from, in particular, Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. So our rifle maker was actually probably located up in the Philadelphia and Pennsylvania area, and John McNitt may have purchased this during one of his trips there, or he could have actually asked his nephew. His nephew is William Alexander, and William is the oldest son of Hezekiah. And William's job is that he is a merchant. So at least once a year, he is going to start out from here in Mecklenburg County. He's going to travel up through Virginia all the way to Pennsylvania, and he's going to get things from Pennsylvania to bring back down here. Now, our rifle maker, John Grafe, is also going to be making rifles for all sorts of different people here in Mecklenburg County and throughout the American Revolution, particularly for the Patriots. So what we have here is a rifle that is very similar to what would have been used during the American Revolution. Now, we don't think that John McNitt Alexander himself actually fought, but a number of the Alexander children did. One thing I do want to point out about rifles in the 18th century, though, is that they are very, very different than the weaponry that we are used to today. This particular rifle here, an expert marksman could get off 1 shot per minute. If you were working with muskets, maybe 3 shots per minute, but they're going to be going everywhere except where you want them to go. So things like this are mostly going to be used for hunting. And this here is going to be one of the most valuable pieces that someone would own. It's protection, it's hunting, and it's an art piece to showcase your wealth and your power here in Mecklenburg County. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Charlotte Museum of History as we celebrate independence and freedom here in Mecklenburg County and in Charlotte. Over the next week, we are excited to bring you all sorts of amazing things celebrating this spirit of independence, these ideals that are put forth in the American Declaration of Independence. We encourage you to think critically about what independence means to you and think about how you can be a part of making sure that these ideals are realized here in 2020. We also want to thank everyone for their generous support making videos like this possible, especially the Weatherspoon Family Foundation. Right now, we have a matching campaign where your donations are going to go twice as far. We are so excited to continue bringing you Charlotte's history, and we can't wait to welcome you back to the museum.